Yeah, we did.
Okay, your microphone is to your left.
Yeah, I know.
My grab the microphone. You go.
Testing.
Yeah, right. 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2.
You got this.
I keep it low.
Good. You good.
I'm not looking at the camera.
That shit's so insignificant. You don't even, you can't see it.
Every night and
You'll be completely fine. Yeah, and just all I do is make faces at the camera. Just so people can see something. Right? Give them a little Easter egg throughout the episode. All right.
what's that?
You'll be fine. You'll be fine, man. It's gonna be good.
Y'all gonna be talking, you're not even gonna
Right? Yeah, I told you.
You're certainly not gonna realize that small ass clock.
Look at
Yeah, that one big one that you put right there on the
Don't even look at it.
I got you.
You're gonna be fine.
No problem.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is. What was I saying? Oh, wait, I'm tripping. My bad. It's your boy. Your mama's favorite barista, my mom's favorite barista, your grandmother's favorite pro wrestler, your auntie's favorite culinary student, your cousin's favorite Home Depot associate, and hopefully your favorite podcaster. It's me, Mark Clemens, Mr. Talk World. And this is the Word Mother Podcast. And here I have a special guest because this lady right here actually created me. Like, dead ass, in real life. This is my mother, guys. Mom, let the people know who you is. She's a little camera shy, so give her some slack. But this is a welcoming show. This is my show. You good?
You already talking on your mama.
Yeah, but you gotta let them know. Right?
You ain't one.
You gotta.
I don't want to.
You have to.
Because mama, I already talking to her. I'm sorry.
No, you
Is this good?
good. Yeah. Okay. That's very good. Very good.
Yes, it's me.
Just let them.
What do you want to say? You already introduced me on your mother.
Be like, this is the people know her as Big Sexy.
Big sexy, yeah, that would be.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
the hardest worker at the pub.
They say I work harder than the stripper.
So, you know, let them know. Like, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, it's good to have my mom on the show. I knew that once I'm like, I gotta have my mother on the show. It'd be a top tier episode. So, this is what I'm gonna do. So, Mom, this is your opportunity to embarrass you.
I did that already.
And
I don't need to do that on camera.
see, this is special. Because
This is special.
it's candy.
And nah, it's gonna be raw.
Yeah.
Raw.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I greatly appreciate you inviting me. Yes, I am nervous. That's why I'm not looking at the camera. Just gonna take a minute to warm up. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate you having me as your special guest. For one thing, I'm extremely proud of you.
Mhm.
I mean, extremely proud of you. I've had some hiccups in my life, and you just took that and you built up of it, and that means a lot to me. It means a hell of a lot. So it is what it is.
Huh? It is what it, like our church say. It is
It
what
is
it
what
is.
it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I come from a long line of ladies, and they're all strong in their own way. But I've always had my mother. Anybody that ever knows me knows if something's going down or whatever, I'm gonna call maybe 3 people,
Okay.
and one of the 3 people gonna be my mom.
Absolutely.
So if she's not the first, our relationship is. I always explain our relationship is different than normal son dynamic because growing up, I was the only child and I got everything I wanted, but I understood why that was and how that worked. I explained our relationship now as grown-ups.
Yeah, you still get whatever you want.
Yeah. And
But hey, mom. When you call me or text me, mom, it is what it is. What do you want? If you call and text me, mommy, then you've been drinking.
Yeah, I've been having a couple of drinks, but it's very friendly, but with respect imbued in it. I always when I tell people, I'm like, yeah, I love mom. That's my name.
Yeah,
Like, that's my name. I can go talk to her about anything, and I'm gonna. This is my mother.
yes, absolutely. Sometimes a little bit too, man. I ain't ready for it.
But that's just the relationship we have. So I just before I get into anything else, this is that embarrassing moment right here. What is,
For you and me.
for me?
Okay, good.
Was there ever a time
Understand?
in the 23 years of my existence that you ever contemplated, what am I doing, parenting? Why the fuck?
You know, absolutely. It happened recently.
Oh, no, see now.
Here we go. Here we go. Listen, y'all. It happened about 2 weeks ago for you. And the big that we do a little side hustle. We hustles in our blood. And
There you go.
I was tired. He kept calling. I kept ignoring it. Okay. And when he finally did get me on the phone, after he said we had to say, little nigga banged on me. So I decided to call the health board and up the adoption age. Okay, because we are the dead ass. I had to get rid of you. You bang on me? No, I had to get rid of you. So we upped the adoption age to 30. You can count your days.
It was not like that. I hung up prematurely. That's all that was. That's all it was meant to be.
And I'm pretty sure about you.
That
You banged.
was all it was supposed to be.
I heard the anger all in your mouth.
There was no anger. Just ready to get that event started. Just ready to get that event started.
Right. But no, in all naturality, there has not ever been that I can think of a embarrassing moment or any form of regret at all. Like between outside of you and your sister, you two are the best thing that ever happened to me. You know, seriously. Excuse me, I told y'all we gotta get into this on the next show. It's going down. So, but other than that, no. And I'm not just saying that because we're on camera. You know, I say what I want to say.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Yeah,
Say what I want to say, but nah, and so a lot of you and well, you and your sister, y'all motivate me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I'm making any type of sense, it's not, you know, I live my life for me because I can't live my life for nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first time one of y'all pissing y'all, I'm gonna blame you for something that I might do. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah,
So
exactly.
that's not true. I live my life for me, but you all motivate me and keep going. Because I have my moments. I have my moments. And
So,
I have to think like, what if, or how it would affect you all. So, like I said, you are a motivation for me to keep wanting, to keep pushing.
Yeah. And that's the same thing here. Growing up, have always been told that no matter what you do, just stand on your word and do what is right and what you feel is right. And my mom is one of those people that have beat that into me and told me. And I see her hard work and it makes me want to work harder. And I see the things that she has endured and it makes me want to work harder. And I always say that there's no Mr. on top of the world without the Mrs. on top of the world. That is my mother. And having that kind of support no matter what I want to do, because I was 5, 6 years old cutting up paper and making my own championships. Now I've won world titles all over the place, and I've done this, and I've really put my all into what I'm doing. And even though the initial reaction was, "What the fuck is you doing?" I mean, it's one of the things that either way, my mom's got my back.
It went from, well, you feel, get that shit off my floor.
Yeah.
Either way go, I'm going to support you however. Whatever it is you end up now, I'm going to support you 100%. Yeah. Because if I feel some type of way about it, I'm going to talk about you. Yeah. But I'm going to support you. Yeah. Because
The first time I think I told her I was wrestling, I did something crazy. I want to say, power bomb on a picnic table.
Isn't it you dislocated yourself?
Yeah.
That's 2 stars. That's 2.
Yeah.
He got one more.
But the whole time I would be wrestling with my friends. When I lived with my grandma, I'd be wrestling with my friends, and I would come back. I would have these wars. I would come back looking like a fucking Final Girl in a scary movie, like all bloodied up. And my initial thought was, how am I going to sleep this past my grandmother? That was something she didn't know.
Your mom.
Yes, I had to come in the house. So I would like fucking take white beater and throw it out and all kinds of stuff. And then growing up, one of the last real conversations I got a chance to have with my grandmother was telling her that I am in the sport of professional wrestling. I'm going to continue it. And she had my back. She was like, well, boy, that's crazy, but if that's what you want to do, and it's not dangerous, and there's nothing illegal.
So she's not leaving with the illegal part?
Yeah, she is. She's worried about that.
She will tell her.
Yeah. And I was just like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. And yo, TJ, what's up, man? And yeah, that's what it was. So I've always had a really great support system and really good motivation kind of thing. And like I said, our relationship is different from other mothers and their sons. My mom, when I'm really upset, I already told you, I call 3 to 4 people. My mom is one of those people. But my mom is one of those people that I call when I'm really mad and I want to do the wrong thing. I want to do the wrong thing. And I feel like now I'm that person for other people. I'm like, if you feel like you need to crash out and you're not going to jail over it, then do it. Right? Then do it. Like, so that's what I call my mom over. Because she's gonna tell me, yeah, no, this is what's happening. But you should definitely probably crash out the best way.
And I'm on my way.
Yeah. So that's just what it is. Like, honestly, that's what it is. Like, so yeah. But yeah, we're gonna get into the moments.
Hey, I like that jacket.
This jacket.
I like that jacket. What size is that?
This is that double XL.
My size.
No, I got you.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
No, you can't have this one.
No, I get that.
I've only worn this 4 times.
That works. Does that mean it's still new?
No, you can't do it. Absolutely no. Cannot let you get this one.
I bet I get it. I'm talking about y'all like that.
Oh, please. Oh, not this one. I'm gonna try to keep over this one as long as I can.
No worries, already gone.
But yeah, are there any moments when thinking about just life and having kids that really speak out to you, or really kind of like that's like a moment that just kind of lives rent free in your head?
When you say mom, you mean like
Just in general, like
I mean, being a mother changed me completely. So I always felt like I'm 42. Look down good and I had spurts where I did silly shit, where I stepped outside myself, and my higher power do for me what I couldn't do for myself. Every time I was doing something I had no business and was on the verge of it's like no turn, my higher power gave me a child. It's 2 of y'all.
Right.
So there's twice in my life where I was just out, like sprawled out of control.
Yeah.
And then it set me down and made me realize and made me come to my senses. That's just, like, especially with you. And I don't know if your viewers knew how sick you were as a child.
No.
Okay, so I mean, we don't have to disclose that right now, but having you made me grow up. And I'm not gonna say I grew up too fast or none of the above. It just made me mature and it made me take on my own responsibilities. And it was definitely an experience.
Yeah.
Okay. And I thank my higher power for it.
Yeah, because when you were in school.
Right.
Senior.
Last day of the tail end of it.
Yeah. And, because there's a thing that I did not go to, they don't know, but I'm gonna tell you, I did not go to any of my proms or homecomings or anything like that.
Neither did I. High school, so tired of my head, they knew my room.
And there were,
They say thank you.
It wasn't an argument we had, but it was like a thing we had where you were like, I think I told you, like, so I think you asked me when my prom was coming up or when it was happening. I don't see that bullshit. Fuck them.
Especially now in the middle of this, you
Fuck
get
them.
I was coming out of my shit, on slide,
Fuck out.
slide and close up.
but like, you know, I was just like, yeah, mom, I'm not going. And it's like, nigga, what? And if I didn't go to mom's, you gonna go to, and I'm like, mom, I'm not going to this. I can't. And I'm glad I did. It was very whack. Like, it seemed so ass.
I don't even know how to, so I did make it to my, true enough, yeah, I was pregnant, but that had nothing to do with it. It was just like, I just wasn't into that type of thing. I would say, and I understand that they said that that's a moment that everyone should experience. And my main goal was to get that diploma.
Yeah.
My main goal was to get that diploma. And then while you play, you did go to the prom. It wasn't yours, what you didn't make it to one.
Yeah, I mean,
You were the date for your cousin.
yeah.
Yeah, you were bad, little suit,
Smile.
alligator shoe. So you experienced one.
Yeah, I've experienced one.
So I just be there for your sister.
Yeah, I will, and I plan on, if that's what she wants from me, and that's what I do. Senior year was very, it was weird because we'd been thrust in a new environment. My school had been combined with another school, a rival school at that. So having to be around all these criminals and gangbangers and all this niggerati, you know.
You grew up in the midst of niggerati.
Yeah, but you know, I don't get into
Yeah, I am that.
I don't get into niggerdom, you know what I'm saying? What did TJ say? Yeah, TJ, what did you say? Niggertivity? Niggertivity, that's what it was?
There's a bunch of it, yeah.
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 I don't get into it.
I need to get into some of that.
The vocabulary.
So it just wasn't something
That made it look so much different.
Yeah, it makes it elegant a little
You
bit.
get paid, that makes you want to do it.
Yeah. Sounds fun.
It was just a brag. We're gonna get into some niggertry. We're gonna get into some niggertry tonight.
But it just wasn't me, and I was like, you know, Mom, I'm not going. It's like, but I'll pick them, Mom. I'm not going.
And that's crazy, because I'll go pick his name, the little man.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, I'm not going. And it was one of the wackest things ever. I seen
Go ahead and save my money. You know what I save my money for? Niggertry.
niggertry. You saved the money for niggertry.
That we got it.
Let's got into some niggertry.
Yeah, we saved it for some niggas.
That's good.
Yeah.
There you go. It was something that I didn't see before. I saved my money for niggertry. That's really good.
But yeah, it wasn't even any, it was like, okay, that's what you want to do? That's what you want to do? That's fine. Kept it pushing. Still sent me money. I'm like,
Right.
I'm
I've never been the one to force my children to do anything. I want you to always be open-minded and have your own decisions. Now, I would support it. I tell you about it.
Yeah.
If I didn't agree with it, I definitely have told you about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's for you to experience because you have to have your own life experiences. Because I grew up in a household where it was don't do it because I said so. Not don't do it because this, and that.
Yeah.
So me being me, experiencing niggertry before I even knew that was a word.
Absolutely.
I got into some shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't want that to be. I didn't want that curse, my generational curse, to curse my own.
Sure.
If I'm making any sense.
There's a lot of sense.
And I've never taken anything my mother has given me for granted because, like I said, I've always received whatever I wanted. And the thing was, I was never really a bad kid, honestly. Especially in school, I never like
A lot of jokes.
I'm lying. You know, you can't lie that close to Sunday. I think that I was a good kid I was a good student. I was never a kindergarten.
Jokes.
That was Lighthouse Academy.
Lighthouse.
Yeah, so yeah, I always tell people this story and they never believe it. So this right here is validity. I'm about to tell the story, and my mom is here, so she back the story. So I was in kindergarten, and I've never really been good with
He would teach your head.
yeah. I've never been good with authority. I don't like being told what to do. And my kindergarten teacher,
Well, look at your mom.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't.
How would you not know a story about?
I don't know. I don't know. And
How are you doing?
my kindergarten teacher, he had this orange kind of like stick that he would use to point at the board. I was asleep because he just woke us up in that time. He slammed the thing on the desk, and that offended me. I really did not like that. So I got up on the table and I choked his ass out.
Kindergarten.
In kindergarten. And this is a real thing. I really did this. And
Main reason why he was never in Clifton Public Schools anymore.
yeah, and it still remained at that school until about third grade, which how the fuck is that?
That young man, that teacher actually retired
Yeah,
early.
yeah, Mr. K, shout out to you.
Don't say his name, no, but
Just he was tough, but you know, don't be making me up from that time. I'm not fucking with that.
in school.
In school, you know, they don't even have that time anymore. Don't be making
And
them.
then maybe because of you.
Hey, maybe
And then because of you.
I might have called the tragedy, but yeah, that's what listening for that story. So anybody that ever said that's not true, I'm gonna come back to this moment right now. I'm wrong.
It is true.
Yeah, I checked out my kindergarten teacher. What have you ever done?
That's a big
Yeah, nobody ever believed me. But yeah, so I would
35.
like to get into the next part.
There's more?
There's more. There's more. We got
Tito's, please.
we got
Joking.
no.
Joking.
It's all good. It's all good. Do
I've been doing pretty good. I've been doing pretty good.
you have the dumbest thing I ever cried about? Do you remember the dumbest thing I ever cried about?
Still one and one.
One, just one. We have enough time for the rest of it.
Yeah.
You know, we'll have enough time for the rest of it.
Man, let's see. You might pick something different. I can't even.
No.
I know I can't go.
If they say I was a crybaby, I don't.
Who said you was a brother?
Everybody. Don't you know?
Who's everybody?
Don't you know that CC?
Once again.
That's right. You got a point. You got a point. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I had a lot.
Yeah, you have time for that.
I know. I didn't even. Worst outfit I wore.
Oh no, I always dress you to the bananas.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even put that in there.
That was all in there.
Somebody was suggesting that they would.
I had a lot.
He was the only little dude with a little Peter head that had a special hat made from Mike Dad's every holiday.
My head is the normal size.
It is now. You had to grow it to that.
But we also got.
But you look good.
That's not funny because if my head was normal, I had a normal.
You have to.
No. No.
So I take pride in my kids and how they look. I mean, my children represent how I am. So every holiday, this guy was suited. We went from alligator shoes. He couldn't even spell alligator. He couldn't spell his name and he had an A in it. But he had, and I had a special report with the man from Mike Dahmer. He knew every holiday to make him a special rim. And his head was so little. His head was so little that the man had to put special rim in the hats to make it fit. But I paid for that.
Yeah.
Because you was mad and you deserve that.
Yeah. And that's
when it came to dress, but his jacket, though.
No, man, you can't have a jacket.
I bet you I get that jacket.
You can't have my jacket. But that's actually similar to the reason why I don't like getting dressed up now. Like,
No, I ain't trying to blame him on it.
no, because it's like every other Sunday, I'm in a 42-piece suit.
It was only 40, even though
They still,
I worked for Popeyes, I couldn't afford it for 42.
and you know, that's like the day's church seemed the longest. So by the time we come out, I already had 3 heat strokes from the suit and got a vest of
But you stayed fit.
Yeah, I was wild. But yeah, I don't be getting dressed up whatsoever now. I'm gonna throw jeans, t-shirt, and call it.
That's just because it's just the way the world now. See, I'm like back then, like it was so long ago. Then that was it. Especially on Easter.
Yeah.
Well, especially with the bergamot and the high cone. That's what you expected on Easter. That's what you expected Easter morning. Then Easter Eve, you had the ham, and you had mommy in the chair with a leg across her head.
Yeah. Yeah, and by the time we get to the house from church, it's already done. Just got to be warmed up. Unless now you want to go to KFC.
Get snack. It's tripping out lately because people on holiday nowadays.
Yeah,
Like holidays don't mean nothing to nobody. It's just now it's just another day, and it's kind of sad.
but
It's kind of sad because especially when you have the main source of the family or the main source that kept everybody together. If they passed on, it's sad that now all we do is get together for funerals.
yeah,
But then I said it in my mind years ago, especially after my brother passed away, that after his funeral, I wasn't going to I'm not even going to mine.
right.
And unfortunately, that right there, that sentence I said right there was the last thing that I said to my brother. And it was so funny because we were at home. He always been with me. We were at home. I was cooking, and it was a Sunday evening. He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to Akron tomorrow to bury my father because we have different fathers." And I'm like, "Damn!" I said, "Well, after my funeral, brother, I didn't do no funerals." I said, "Shit, man, I ain't even going to mine."
Right.
My nigga laughed. He told me, he said, "So be a lot of disappointed people there
Right.
because you the main church there, right?" And unfortunately, that's the last thing I said to my brother.
And that what you said about people linking up, because I had a similar situation with my father where my uncle passed last 2024, and my older brother looked at us and was like, "I don't want to link up to this. I don't want this to be on time."
Let that be the glue. Somebody passed away. It's the glue.
Yeah, like you cannot do that. And I remember being in my grandmother's house for Christmas, and we'd be over there for like an entire week.
Yeah. And she ready for y'all to get out.
Yeah. And it would just be every day was something new, and we're all together. We're happy in this moment, and we're sharing these moments as a family. And it's not
We
just
may
saying
not like this gift wise, whatever we not have had the newest thing, but just that moment right there was everything.
yeah, fighting over 90 sweet potato pie was like some of my favorite times ever. And sometimes people may be a little injured, a little broke up, beat up.
But that pie was the
That pie was the reward.
like I can't all my teeth gone, but I can swallow this pie.
Yeah, I can come down the pie. But it's the memories that were made from those times that I really wish, because I didn't really celebrate anything.
That's something that straight back to what I just said, like not just us as our family, but people in general, they just don't holiday like they used to.
Yeah.
They don't holiday like they used to.
So it's just, if I'm not at work trying to get that time and a half, I'm trying to
Selling somebody mama with some wood.
yeah.
Yes. Shit, breaker over here was so
Yeah, selling somebody's mom some wood and those people. Check me out. Yeah. So yeah, it's about that time.
Hey,
It's about a minute. No. We're about to get to the best part of the show.
What's the best part?
We got a segment called the shout out segment. So is there anybody you want to shout out? Anybody in general?
In jail? I don't know. Oh, I'm saying, I think all the folks no more.
No.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, so first and foremost, I want to shout out Mr. On Top of the World for even inviting me here. And he knows I'm talking about him so bad later. I want to shout out my higher power. I say my higher power, not to disrespect nobody's religion. All right, I'm big up about everybody's religion. Shout out to that young man right there. What's that word? Niggatry. Niggatry. Teach me how to spell it later.
A bunch of good boys like Hanukkah.
Hey, look, I'm sitting there like, hey Siri. Well, like shout out my sister.
So I don't think you sound very hesitant about that one.
Yeah, I would have to put her in there. Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Clinton, I done.
she don't see it. Yeah, she probably was born already.
No, she doesn't have my phone number.
No, I'm saying me.
I had to take a vacation on that day.
Yeah. You need to
Want to shout out my mini me, Erica Joyce. I want to shout out everybody out there. I have no idea who you people are, but we are family. We are family now, and I appreciate, I see some of the smiles, whether I was funny or not. I appreciate that y'all helped me get a little,
I'm trying to get it to do a comedy thing, you know.
I'm not feeling good.
We got 1 minute open mic competition tonight.
All right.
Just 1 minute. That's all it is. Shit, you want an opportunity to come do some more comedy? Yeah.
All right.
I ain't putting the money in your pocket.
Yeah. That's that, what's that word again? That's that niggatry. All right, he's into it. I'm actually having a really good time. And like I said, I appreciate you so much. I've sat up here and I watched your first podcast with this young man right here. As a matter of fact, let's shout out this young man. Thank you for having me. Thank you very much for having me. Man, you are so professional. I swear to God, I thought you had did it before. I mean, you are a blessing to me. I'm so very proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so very proud of you. What's up, Jack?
No, you can't have my jacket. You cannot have my jacket. No, you cannot.
I'm sorry. It don't thing though. And even if it wasn't, I can make it work.
No.
You know how we do shit, we put it across the purse. Oh, thank everybody for having me. Once again, thank you. Thank you, my dude. With my A1 since day one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I would also like to shout out my mother for being such a willing participant on the show. She was telling me, we're going to be here for episode 2, 3, and 4, another part. She's telling me about how this is just not her element. My mom is going to do good at work.
I can't know that I'm being recorded.
I know,
Even more.
I know, right? You haven't looked at the camera. You looked at it like 3 times. So you're doing great.
As long as I don't know that when I say or talk, I speak, I have no filter. Sure. I have no filter whatsoever. I tried to order one from T-Mobile and they didn't have it. And I just talk. I don't try to be funny. I just say it comes up and out. It just comes up and out. So, and then I tell the truth. And unfortunately, sometimes the truth is very hilarious.
Good. And that's what we want here. We want it to be, and that's what we said unprofessional. It's like we want it to be as unprofessional as possible.
If a better episode you see when we did one of the ushers in the church.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we got the dinner. It's not supposed to be sanitized entertainment. It's supposed to be from the heart, shoot from the hip, and raw, unfiltered, and unpaid. So
Hey.
okay. So yeah. So with that, it's been your boy, Mr. Top of the World. Hopefully, you join us for the next one. And yeah, I'll keep it tight. That's my uncle would say. And that's it.
All right. 1 second. 3, 2.